Control freaks. Today, you are going to learn how to chill the fuck out. And not just for today. I mean, you're going to learn it today, but you're going to apply it for the rest of your existence type of thing. You know what I mean. But today, I want to share with you 5 signs that you know or someone you know is a control freak. 5 reasons why you or someone is a control freak. And lastly, tips on understanding how you don't need to control anything, but you're going to learn how to let go and let God. So let it be, boo boo. Let's get right into it. What is up, you beautiful beings? I'm wearing shorts and I'm hurting my knees right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What is up, you beautiful beings? Welcome back, Awaken Ones, to episode 39 on Embracing the Ascension series. We have come a long way from learning how to awaken and also to ascend on this spiritual journey. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittny Fontanez. What I do on this channel, I speak about spirituality, emotional awareness, esoteric content, all that good cosmic wisdom to simplify your spiritual journey. So if you enjoy content like this, I mean, you might as well hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and make sure to hit that notification button so you won't miss out on any videos. Boo boo. But I'm hoping everyone is doing blissful. I'm hoping everyone is feeling well, even though we're still in Mercury retro way, you know, that type of energy that we all don't like, but you know, we're in it, and it's teaching us a lot about ourselves. I'm realizing a lot that this retrograde is showing us our true shadows. And what I mean by true shadows, no matter how much we've been through this healing journey, there's still a lot more we need to learn about ourselves. And that is where we'll get into today's topic about control freaks. You need to learn how to chill the fuck out. But here's the thing. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to myself too. Because I used to be a control freak myself. But I'm still learning the ways of letting go and letting God. So let's jump right into this. 5 signs you know someone or yourself is a control freak. I had to get my notepad because I can't remember shit, but we got it. 5 signs you're a control freak. The first one is you're always on the move. You never flow. This one has, you guys, this one really touches strongly to my heart because, you know, the lifestyle that I lived, that I grew up in, I've always been told to hustle, 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 work. It's pretty much like sacrifice your worth. Sacrifice your life and your time in order for you to gain what you feel you deserve. And because of that mentality that I grew up with, of always hustling, hustling, moving, I always felt like resting was a privilege. I always felt like being in flow was a privilege. Little did I know, flow is the way of the universe, the way the air flows, the way everyone breathes oxygen, the way that we maneuver in our body. It's flow, it's essence. You ever had a time in your life where you're just like, wow, that was the right time in the right place? Interesting. You weren't really concerned about the outcome or anything. You were just in the concept of flow and you were neutral. That is a sign that you know you're a control freak, is that when you're always on the move and you never allow yourself to just flow, you never allow yourself to stop and say, you know what, let me just back up and chill out. That's enough. But for a sign that you know, or someone is a control freak, is that, oh, this one is huge, you guys. Worrying is a sign of no trust. Like, I'm gonna say that again. Second sign you know someone or you is a control freak. Worrying is a sign of no trust. When you're consistently worrying, you guys, like, I'm gonna read the signs off and then I'm gonna get in depth on the reasons why we have these characteristics as control freaks. So I'm gonna read the first one again. Always on the move, never in flow. Second, worrying always is a sign of no trust. Third, you always got something to say through words, through gestures, or even thoughts. Fourth one, you think you know what is best for everything and for everyone. That's a big one. Last one. This one is really different, but I'll dive deep into this. And that is the fifth sign that you're a control freak or someone you know, is that there's tension in the body, a lot of stress. Now let's get into the reasons why someone you know or yourself could be the control freak. And the first one is, when you're always on the move and not a flow, you don't believe that there is a universe that controls all. Little do we know that we don't control the way the wind blows. We don't control how the money is printed. We don't even control how our body is able to inhale and exhale air. So if we're not in control of these things, then what is the reason we're trying to control every little tiny thing in our lives? Meaning that, well, we get into the second reason, worrying. Now this one is a big one, you guys. Worrying is a sign that, for example, for me, I'd never been able to trust my parents because my dad was always on the go, not in flow, for example, never was really around. And my mother was the same. She was always working. And even when she was around, she wasn't mentally, emotionally, or spiritually there. She was just physically there. So I didn't know how to trust my parents. And little by little, as I grew up, I didn't even know how to trust myself, to the point I couldn't trust other people. And here's a big thing. Even my mom once told me, when I finally came out that I was gay, she told me that God can't help you if you're gay. And that alone was a really traumatizing belief, to the point I couldn't even trust God. So I was always trying to control everything, but I was always in a consistent state of worry. I was always worrying. And I know, like, worrying is a part of life, but it doesn't have to be life. We don't always have to consistently worry and live in fear, because that just means that we're operating off of a false foundation that we don't even want to live by. And I want to get more in depth on that, actually. Is that since I couldn't trust my parents, I couldn't trust other people, I couldn't trust anything, it just showed me that I didn't allow God to show me my worth, to show me what I deserve, to show me how to stop and stay still. Little do we know that people think manifestation is all about action, or, you know, receiving what we truly want in our heart's desires. We think that worrying is a state of action, and we always have to try to control everything. Little do we know, rest, rejuvenation, taking a step back, not even thinking about it, not even feeling about it, will be able to really allow our bodies to flow. We really would allow ourselves to see that, damn, everything is taken care of. I don't need to do much. And now this is where we get into the third reason why you or someone you know is a control freak. And that is, you always got something to say. Judging may make you feel like you're more superior. When we always got something to say, like control freaks always got something to say. For example, my father always got something to say through gestures, through words, or through a thought. Even even thoughts are so powerful, you guys. When we judge, that's still a signal that's going out into the vibrational universe, that's telling the universe, this is who you are. This is who you are. And of course, that's why you'll judge, because that's why you see, because what you see is what you are. So a lot of us judge because we think we have the right to do that. I mean, you know, God created our own free will. Yeah, that's true. Do what you want. But at the end of the day, judgment is human. Forgiveness is divine. When you judge, you're only looking at the physical concept of a being. You're not really living in your divinity and seeing the light within other people. And don't get me wrong, boo. As much as I want to smack a motherfucker, as much as I want to put a motherfucker in his place, it's not my place to do that. Because why are we going to try to control something that we can't control? Why judge something outside of us when we got a lot of inner work to do. You know what I mean? So when you always got something to say, when you always got a gesture or a thought that's creating a concept of judging, you're only showing yourself what you're lacking and avoiding within you. So let's get to the next reason. Fourth reason, you know, you're control freak, is that what was that one again? This one, see, I'm about to get real deep in this. You think you know what is best for everything, but the reason why you think you know what is best for everything is that we think we are gods. Don't get me wrong. We are goddesses and gods, but we're not the God. We're not the God. So majority of people, and I even fell into this, what do you say that? Being a hypocrite. And that is, we always got advice to give. We always think we always know what is best for other people. But at the end of the day, do we even know what's best for ourselves? You guys, I come to a point in life where I stopped listening to my parents. I stopped listening to my family. I even stopped listening to old friends I stopped listening to the way that I didn't like. Because I realized my dad would always give me advice about hustling, always about money, always about doing this, doing that. It's not about being rich, it's not about being that. But he was always telling me what to do, even my mother. But at the end of the day, I will watch them. They wouldn't even know how to control their temptations. They wouldn't even know how to take action on what they want in life. They wouldn't even know how to comprehend something from a compassionate manner. So I started to realize, why am I going to take advice from people who don't have the results I want in life? When I realized that, it triggered within me is that we all need to learn how to walk our talk. But control freaks don't know how to walk their talk. And you guys, I'm guilty for this too. I'm guilty for this too. A control freak is someone who always thinks they know what's best, but they don't even take their own advice. Now, the last reason is that this one is very interesting, and I know a lot of us are going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't even think that. The signs that you're a control freak is that you have tension in your body. And tension is a sign that you try to control how your body operates. But tension, little do you know, creates energy blockages in order for your energy to flow naturally, for you to be in flow. Now, when you understand this, you will understand, like, wow, I'm having tension because I have stress. I have stress because I'm worried because I'm trying to control. Now, let's dive into ways that you can let go and let God. Now, one way is that, I don't even look at that. If we are meant to control everything, then we wouldn't even be human. God controls everything, but God ain't human. God is everything. Like, we are everything too, don't get me wrong. Energetically, we are absolutely everything. This meat suit is just a tool for us, for our spirit, so we can collaborate the concept of human and spirit in one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But the ways to let go and let God is, one, I'm starting to learn is that when I allow myself in meditation to fully seek behind me, meaning seek behind the identity, seek behind this meat suit, and be the observer rather than the thinker, rather than the feeler. When I allow myself to dive deep within my soul, I detach from my body. When I detach from my body, I start to realize all that tension was me trying to control the way my body operates. And then I understood that my energy wasn't flowing naturally. And when I started to do this, actually, when I started to make this realization, after I would get out my meditations and go throughout my day, I started to realize how much I wanted my body to move on its own. And little did I know, I started to realize that my mind was starting to shift, meaning that what I used to worry about, even when it came to money, like, if I'm spending this much, if I'm spending this much, this is how much I will have on my account. Now I'm just like, I'm in gratitude rather than worry. I start to stop myself and say, you know what? The way that I used to think is not desirable. So I choose a new way. It started to show worrying and controlling, started to show me how much I don't trust in the universe that created me. So when I stop, when I slow down, when I allow myself to be in that childlike mood and say to everything, I start to see the reflection of beauty that God is. I start to step back and say, you know what? I don't want to control anything. It gets to a point where you don't even want anything. It's just like, wow, like I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. But the one thing that will really help you to let go and let God is by realizing that no matter what happens in your life, we're all gonna die, you guys. And when we do die, we're eternal. We can't take any of this with us. So why attach ourselves to everything? Why attach ourselves to an outcome? Why be so worried if you don't know how to pay rent? Little do we know, these little subtle shifts that are out of our control are really trying to help us master ourselves emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Meaning that when you combine your mind, your heart, and your spirit as one, you feel that embedded in your core to the point that you feel connected to everything. But you know, this is not just life. Because when you die, there's another life. Trust me. So the best way I could suggest to you guys is do a hypnosis, a guided meditation hypnosis that really helps you to let go of that tension. And as you let go of that tension, all of a sudden your mind will become more steady so you can realize why you worry, why you try to control, why you're judgmental. And little do you know, you guys, you just become so at ease in life that you just feel the grace of God. And that is the whole point, to feel the grace, to feel the amplitude of love. Because that's what we're here. We're made from love. We are love. We don't need anything to make us feel love. So why try to control everything outside of us in order for us to feel content when we have the power to feel content already? Like I said, when you die, you can't take any of this with you. So why not live in peace now? So control freaks. I start calling you guys that. Peacemakers. If this assisted you, I'm so grateful that it did. Hit that like button if it did. Comment below. And also, if you guys need any assistance, holla at your girl. I do personal readings and I do healing sessions. All of my services are in the link in the description under this video. So go check it out. Holla at your girl. You know I'm here to assist. Other than that, AwakenOnes, I love you dearly and I hope this helped. But please have a blissful one. Please remain the being of light that is meant to shine upon this world, and I will see you on the next one. Also, follow me on Instagram. I love you guys. Namaste.